guys, welcome to another video in our channel, and today we're gonna build a small automation that can be really helpful for you if you are dealing with your leads. Okay, so the first thing, guys, I'm just wanna remember that please don't forget to click on the like button and subscribe to our channel. Okay, so here is the sheets that we're gonna work on. So I have the lead's name, email address, product, lead source, and this other column here, contacted, will be updated once I send an email to my leads. All right, so the goal here is to send an email to a lead regarding the product that the person saw, and the person could see this in any source that you can have. In this case, I used a website contact form, Instagram DM, and also an email newsletter. All right, so here I'm gonna execute the workflow, and you're gonna see that each person will receive a customized email. All right, so I'm gonna hit execute workflow, sorry, and let me open here so you can check the emails that I receive. All right, so here is the first one. Look, supply automation. Hi Vinicius, thanks for checking out the premium blender in your Instagram DM. Quick heads up, we are currently running a limited time sale on some items, and this one that interests you is included. If you have been waiting for the perfect moment to upgrade your setup, this is it. And here I have like a website that does not exist. It's just to give you some example for you. And here, cheers, the Cough appliance team, like the name that I made it up for our workflow here. All right, so the other one you can see here, you can see that it's gonna be the same thing but customized. Look, in this case is Castro, and he is interested in the espresso coffee machine, and he saw this in the website contact form. Right, he mentioned this to our company. So here you can see that Castro, it's interested in the espresso coffee machine, and the lead source is in the website contact form. And we are only missing Megan here. Let me open so you can take a look. And here we have from Megan. Look, hi Meg, sorry. Thanks for checking out the precision cough scale in your email newsletter. So the same email, only change the name and the products of the product that the person saw, and finally this thing here, because it's the source, right? Where this person saw this email. So let's build this from scratch right now. Okay, so I'm gonna go back to n8n, gonna open a new workflow here, and in this case, guys, we're not gonna have any trigger. I'm gonna execute this workflow anytime that I want. All right, so I'm gonna use manual trigger here, and right now we can do the next step, that will be to get rows in Sheets. Right, so I'm gonna hit here, look for Google Sheets, and in this case there's like an icon that you already used here in your channel, get rows in Sheets. All right, so in this case I already have my credential. I just need to look for this specific Google Sheets here, which is called leads, and I'm gonna choose the sheet one because it's just one that I have. And right now I have this here. You can see that I have this contacted here. Yes, because this happened, I was showing you the process. So I'm gonna remove this because our final step would be to add this yes word here in contacted. Right? So in this case, I just remove it and gonna go back to the get rows in sheets and execute step again. Right. So in this case, I don't have anything in the column here, in the contact column. This is the main goal. After our final step, in our final step, we're gonna insert the yes node here. So in this case, I'm gonna add a filter, guys. So I'm gonna hit here, add filter, and in the column contacted, the value should be none. If there is any value there, the process here will not work. You're gonna stop because I don't want to contact the lead again in this case, right? So for instance, just show you, in this case on Vinicius here, Instagram DM, I'm gonna insert yes, and when I click execute step, look what I have here. Look, when I go here, I only have two people here, row number 2 and row number 4, Castro and Maggie, because Vinicius in this case has a yes here. All right, so in this case you can just leave filter, you can choose a filter and choose a column contacted in this case, and the value you don't have to insert anything else. All right, you can leave as blank. Great. So I'm gonna go back here, change yes, it was just to show you. And awesome, this step was done. Let me just execute again. And now I have 3 items. All right. The next step, guys, would be send an email. Like I mentioned, this is a quick workflow, but can be really helpful. And just remember, in this case, guys, I'm using the official cloud of n8n. So the credentials here it's easier to be created instead of using the Docker, for instance. But if you want to learn how to use how to create credentials in Docker, please take a look at the end of the video. I'm gonna leave another video that I show you how to create credentials in Docker. Okay, so getting back here, let me insert the Gmail node because I want to send a text here. So I'm gonna hit Gmail and use the option send a message. Great. In this case, I already have my credential. I'm just gonna use supply Gmail, operation sends, and here we start to customize our process. In this case, we're gonna bring the email address from the previous nodes and insert here. Great. The next step, guys, is the subject that I wanna do also customize. I already have here, and I'm gonna be leaving to you the text and also the subject. So you can download this here in the description. I'm gonna be leaving a link for you. Okay. So in this case, I'm just gonna use the subject special offer on, like just to give heads up for this lead that I have a special offer for this product, and this product is espresso coffee machine in this case. So I'm gonna be bring the product here, and I have I have this customized, right? Every email is gonna have this subject changed here with the product that this person really saw. Awesome. Email type here, I'm gonna be using text. I don't want to do like any formats in this case, and I'm gonna be copying here, guys, something that I already used to show you, and right now to make it easier, I'm gonna be pasting here. So let me just open here, and I'm gonna be removing this green words here just so you can understand what I have been doing, what I done. Sorry. Awesome. So here, guys, we have like hi, and I have the name of the person, right? The lead's name. So I just gonna be bring lead's name to here. Awesome. So every email is gonna be customized with the lead name. And right now in this part here, thanks for checking out and we're gonna bring the products again, like we just did in the subject, right? So I'm gonna be bring product here. Thanks for checking out the product. In this case, it's an espresso coffee machine in R. And we're gonna bring the lead source because the person, just to give some sense for the person of where this person saw, like the person could be looking for something, but we don't remember when this person answered something, when this person looked for that specific product, right? And the last part here, it's the same for each email. So like I'm not gonna pass in for everything here, but you can take a look later. So just a heads up that this person could check in the website, right? And once I click execute step, you're gonna see that each person received this email. Let me open once again. So I'm gonna open here. Let me just bring this case. Look for Maggie 0 minutes ago, right? We are only missing one thing. We need to change this because I don't want this attachment of informing that this was created by n8n, right? Was just to show you. Great. So we are missing this step that I'm gonna go to add option, click in append and enter attribution and disable this. Okay, I'm not gonna execute step right now because I want to do after the whole thing together, and we are missing one step. So I went back to the canvas here, and I'm gonna be creating the last step. This step is to update this column here, the contacts column. Great. So I'm gonna click on this icon, look for Google Sheets, and we have an option of update row in Sheet. The same thing, guys, just use the same credential and use the same sheets, of course, and also the same sheet here, the same tab, sorry. Great. In this case, how I'm gonna be matching this column, because the n8n needs to know which column he will update, right? So the column that I need to choose to match here would be the email address, because every email will be unique. Like the person could have the same name, right? The person can be called Maggie and another person can be called Maggie. And in this case here, I did not insert any last name, just to make it simple for you, right? But in this case, I'm gonna be using the email address to match, right? So I can remove all these things here because I don't want to update any of these columns, only the contacted one. In this case, I want to do like an ES, all right? So I want to that after the emails were sent, I want that this column here have an ES, right? Great. So guys, I'm gonna be executing this workflow, and you're gonna see that this sheet here will be updated, and I'm gonna show you the emails that I just received. Let's check here. So you can see right now there's some problem. Let's see what happened. Right guys, sorry. It was good that this happened. I need to bring this as well, email address here, right? I forgot. Doesn't matter. It's not a problem. It's just it's even better because we can check what happened in this case. So remember, if I'm using the column to match on, I also need to bring this. It's mandatory, right? There's not like this icon, like a garbage icon here. You can see there is nothing here. So this is mandatory. You cannot remove. I was doing here and I forgot. It's not a problem. Let's execute again, and I'm gonna see everything happen. Look. Great. You can see now that after this note, there are 3 items. And if I go back to the Google Sheet here, look, contacted, yes, right? Let's just check the emails again, just to make sure. In this case, I have the one from Megan, look, 0 minutes ago, so it was the last one that I sent, and does not have the n8n attribution here, the n8n attachment, okay? Let's do one more here. In this case, his name is Vinicius, and he was checking for the premium blender in our Instagram DM. And the last one is Castro, if I'm not wrong. Yes, Castro, that was checking for the espresso coffee machine in the website contact form. Okay, so you can see guys that this was a pretty fast, it was pretty quick to build, but this automation, this workflow is really useful. It's really important if you are if you have a lead and you don't want to waste like with any other platform to send emails. You can do this with n8n and a Google Sheet. Alright, so I really hope that you guys enjoy this video, and please don't forget to click on the like button and subscribe to our channel. I really hope that this was useful for you, and I hope I can see you soon. Bye bye.